everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Irene and I'm an Italian language tutor. Today we are talking about the grammar behind one of the three types of Italian articles, the definite articles. Now, in case you are a little confused on what a definite article is, think about the in English. Any article introduces a noun, but not all articles do it the same way. The definite article is used to refer to a specific, distinct, and recognizable person or thing or category of people and things. A little curiosity about the origin of their specificity. Why are they so specific? So, Latin did not have any articles at all. Only in late times they would have one article that was the numeral 1 used as an indefinite article, so like a or n or an. But the Romance languages, so the languages deriving from Latin, felt the need to actually introduce them. So they took a word, the accusative form of a Latin word that meant that. Okay, very specific, that one. It was a demonstrative. And the accusative form of this word was illum or illa. If you pay attention to that, you will actually find that it's very, very similar to the articles that we now use in Italian. But let's go back to the important stuff. Unlike English, Italian articles have multiple forms, and they have to agree with gender and number of the noun they precede. We know that in Italian, nouns are only masculine or feminine. They can only be singular and plural. So, following this rule, you would have just 4 different articles, right? One for singular masculine, one for the singular feminine, one for the plural masculine, and one for the plural feminine. Is that correct? No, it's not. Because we're more complicated than that. But, for instance, if you have a word that is feminine and singular, like sedia, for example, you will have to choose the article that is singular and feminine. They're twins. No, they're sisters. And sisters like to go together, I guess. So not only do articles need to agree in gender and number with the word, let's say noun, but the word they precede, they also have to be chosen depending on the very first letter of the word that is following. Now, if you're starting to reconsider all of your decisions in life, including the one of learning Italian, good luck with that. But if you're still interested in these complicated, they're not the most complicated, but if you're still interested in learning these complicated articles, here you have them. So for the masculine forms, we have il, lo, and l apostrophe. At the singular and at the plural, we have I and gli, which is a complicated word to pronounce for most people. And for the feminine forms, we have the singular, la and l apostrophe, and the plural, only one form, which is le. Very easy. So when do we use each one of them? Il is used preceding words that start in consonant. Il cane, the dog. You have that C. C is a consonant, right? And simply enough, il always becomes I at the plural form. Then we have lo and l apostrophe that we can put together. Lo is similar to il, always preceding words that start in consonants, but very specific sets of consonants. One of them would be S plus another consonant. The other one would be GN. And the last option would be a word starting in Z. So, for example, lo spazio, lo gnomo, lo zaino. And L apostrophe actually introduces words that start in vowel. Because, too many vowels too close don't sound very good in Italian. To give you an example, we could say l'animale, the animal. And in both lo and L apostrophe at the plural form become gli. So we'll have gli spazi, gli gnomi, gli zaini, gli animali. Or the same rules are valid for the feminine form of the articles. La, which ends in a vowel, will introduce a word that starts in consonant. Because we like, alternating vowel and consonants again. And L' will introduce words starting in a vowel. And both of these will become le at the plural. So if for la we have la sedia, the chair, and for L' we have l'erba, the grass, both of these will become le at the plural. So le sedie, le erbe. I'm sorry for the lights. I don't know how long they've been on. They turn on and off randomly, so if you see them changing throughout the video, it's not me. Anyway, the choices that you have to make between all of these forms are always valid. So also, when the article does not directly introduce a noun, but also another part of speech, okay? Another grammatical category. One of the examples that I always like to give is l'ultimo panino, the last sandwich. Panino is a masculine word starting with a P, so with a consonant, and that means it would need il panino. But ultimo, which is in between, is a word starting in a vowel, which means, well, it cannot be preceded by il, it needs to be preceded by L', so l'ultimo panino. That's why Italian sounds good, because we care about it so much. Here you have them, the definite articles in Italian. But before I let you go, I want to add a couple of things. I want to let you know that the definite articles also have some functions that might be unexpected. In some cases, they might have the function of a demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun would be like this or that. One good example would be a sentence or a phrase, like la casa nuova e la vecchia, the new house and the old one. So we have used la, which is an article, where in English you would still use the article, but you would add one at the end, and we don't say it. It doesn't make sense in Italian. And they also sometimes have a distributive function, where they are equivalent to each or every. For example, vado in piscina il lunedì, that I could translate with I go to the swimming pool on Mondays, every Monday, each Monday. And this is maybe a little bit more complicated, a little bit further away from English, but I think it's interesting, and it will for sure help your Italian sound. There you go, the lights again. And it will for sure make your Italian sound more natural. And this is all from me. These are the Italian definite articles. Stay tuned for the next video, because we're gonna talk about the next two types of articles, which are also very important. I hope this video was interesting. I hope it was informative. I hope it was useful. And if so, let me know by leaving a like, saying something in the comments, saying hi in the comments, so that I can really make sure to continue making these videos. I think they're very interesting, and they give you a little of a different perspective into the grammar. Grammar can be fun. And it's a bunch of rules, but you can kind of forget them after a while. So it's a while later, I realized I never finished the outro properly. I was editing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, because we are going to continue our series about Italian grammar. And nothing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.